This challenge is hard. For those of you new here, my name is Ninja7, your resident Mistweaver monk, and in this series we're taking all 7 healer specs to 3000 Raider IO, without even knowing how much time we have left. If you want to watch the past episodes, the link to the playlist will be down in the description below, so go check those out now. But in today's episode, we have some vaults to crack, and we have to try to get 4 keys on as many healers as we can, since I had an extremely busy week this week. I just know that we're running out of time, so can we get some IO this week? Let's start by opening some vaults. On the Evoker, we don't need a trinket, we don't need a weapon. Anything else is great. Now these vaults are gonna be fat. A belt, hey, that is perfect. So head, neck, yeah, this piece, hands, head, neck, hands. Okay, feet and chest, but a myth track feet, so we're most likely taking that. Replace a hero track. Yeah, we're taking the feet. So a back would be really good. Ooh, a waist would be sick. All right. What do we get? Ooh, gloves. Hand and pants. What is up with these tier pieces? Okay, it's got to be the hands, right? Yeah, champion. Yeah, it's got to be the hands. Not the best vault on the druid. There were a lot of pieces that could have been pretty major upgrades. We didn't hit any of them. What would be our biggest upgrades? Ooh, a ring would be nice. Getting a second ring. Our trinket situation is actually kind of good. Wrist, yeah, just some older pieces. A cape again. Dude, these cloaks are not hitting us this season. And we got a head and hands. Head and hands. So head's probably going to be what we're taking. Yeah, we're definitely taking the head. We have some big upgrades just all around. I think we just crack it. We almost can't fail here. A cloak and a necklace with leech. That's sick. We have to take leech. I mean, it's leech, right? I mean, we could always catalyze this. I don't know what it'll become, but hopefully like a crit verse piece. You've probably already noticed that I'm talking to Twitch chat and there is a green progress bar above my head. Well, I am actually streaming this series live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and some weekend days. So go over there and follow me, twitch.tv/LBNinja7. But also that progress bar is for a 12-hour live stream. So once we hit 70 subscribers, we'll do a 12-hour live stream where I have a lot of fun Mistweaver events, but also it will be a great time to close out this challenge. So go check me out on Twitch so you can catch this series live. But for the time being, we kick off the week on our Discipline Priest. Now, if you've seen my latest video where I ranked how much fun each healer is, Disc Priest was toward the bottom. However, their utility is still really fun to use. Like, watch me grip this Evoker and cause the bait to be in a good spot. Just gripping him in. Ooh, okay, that's clutch too. Gripping him in so that the bait would be on us. It did not matter the boss was about to die, but that's a priest play. That is a priest play. If they won't bait, I will. By far, one of the hardest parts of this challenge is trying to figure out how each spec deals with different affixes. Well, in this clip, I figure out one of my new favorite ways to deal with an affix, although it ends up being a little bit disappointing. I dominate this guy's mind. You're on our side now. He's one of us. One of us. One of us. I had no idea you can do that. What? Oh, that's sick. We're definitely going to play around with that. See if we can make him fight with us. Now, you're probably watching these clips thinking, Chris, you are having too much fun. Your stream must be so fun. Well, guys, don't worry. The fun police come and shut that down real fast. What you're seeing is us just fail mechanics. Like, multiple of us are standing in frontals. I am also a priest, so I don't have a kick. But no casts are going off. It's literally just us standing in bad damage. So what you're about to see does not make any sense at all. Imagine that feeling you got when you were experiencing this game for the first time. And that was me. For Castle Nathria. This whole pitch a fit culture, I said it last video, this pitch a fit culture is cringe. Panra, Burning Legion, get a diaper change because you're clearly sitting in a soiled one. That he is, Chris, that he is. But guys, despite this week having an unnatural amount of just douchebags in our keys, we still found a way to have a great time. In fact, I'm having such a fun time doing this challenge. Not only are these alts more enjoyable than I thought they would be, but hanging out with you guys has made this just such a blast. And plus, shaking off negative experiences like this and hopping right back up on the saddle, giving these dungeons another shot is exactly what I think I'm good at, and how I keep a positive attitude and enjoy this game. What do we draw? Kind of looks like the mucus guy from like the Mucinex commercials. Using astute observations like these, I think I'm actually getting better week by week. And the Disc Priest is one of those classes that I used to play a lot, but recently I just haven't picked up that much. So having to relearn things like power word shielding someone before they take damage, or using Pain Sup, or remembering to press Rapture, these are all things that I feel like I'm getting pretty good at now. And in the next few weeks, I'm actually really excited to get better and to play all of these specs at the end game level. But it's become necessary to include at least one Ataldazar key each week. But I just wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about. I feel like I'm getting the basics down, like pain supping the racking pain target, not being afraid to use penance for single target spot healing when that's really all that's happening, and just using my minor defensive spells to optimize the class. But once again, these are still basics to Disc Priest. But now that we've got these down, the sky's the limit. But that's not to say that there isn't still some discomfort in which abilities to press at what times or what to do in panic situations, like you're going to see in this first clip of our next key in Darkheart Thicket. Just DH. We got hit by like every mechanic at once. I hate this pool on Fortified Weeks. I like pulling everything up until the bear and then pulling the bear after that. Ah, damn, my atonements fell off right before the big pump. And I just let that guy walk at me. I am like not doing well. But despite an absolutely horrible play and early start to this dungeon, we end up rallying and bouncing back toward the end. Hey, we did it. Janky run at the beginning, good recovery, yeah. So far, every episode has had one dungeon where we killed a boss without a tank, and once we hop over to our shaman, this episode is no exception. Luckily, we're getting a kite, so maybe we can kill it in time. Maybe we can kill it without a tank. Dude, what is it with these lower keys? Okay, the tank said, sorry, that's on me. Yeah, he did just die once one raptor spawned. We could probably kill this boss. Yeah, who needs a tank? Tanks are overrated. If you're wondering why I put Shaman in the S tier of fun healers, it's pulls like this. I am doing so much healing, so much utility all at once, and it's just a blast to play. I'm out of mana. I'm also getting wailed on. Oof. But you guys are probably so tired of watching Ataldazar kills now, but we move on to Murazon's Rise, a dungeon that I haven't shown that much of. And this pool in particular is always extremely challenging in these PUG runs. There's just so many casts to kick that we almost get overwhelmed. But luckily, I don't know, I was feeling myself on the shaman this week because I absolutely pumped healing. And it didn't stop with that pool. Moving on toward the end of the dungeon, this pool is always extremely difficult on healers and requires a lot of throughput. But I cycled my abilities very well, something I'm very proud of because I'm getting it down in these early key levels, and we were able to take it down. And because we absolutely pumped healing on our shaman in this key, we were rewarded with a very much needed trinket. But I promised you guys some douchebags in these keys, and let me go ahead and deliver that. So starting off with this Warlock, watch as he conveniently sidesteps my Spirit Link totem, and then he also just loved getting beat to death by these spiteful mobs. I ended up having to keep him alive all throughout this early section of the dungeon. But for a little bit of context, our tank said he had not tanked this dungeon before, and we were kind of explaining mechanics as we were going along, but it was understood throughout the dungeon. Now, once we made it to the tree boss, we had told him to walk over the fire to cleanse stacks so the boss stopped hitting him as hard, basically. And he did it. He did it once. But then, once he was supposed to do it a second time, he just, I guess, didn't know he had to do it again to keep doing that. So we tried to tell him, and we thought he understood, but then after we pulled it again, he died once again to basically the same exact thing. And instead of continuing to kind of talk him through these mechanics like we said we would, this Warlock just leaves. And we noticed in our last episode, and you guys were all about this in the comments, it's always those people that leave the dungeons, the guys that just do things wrong. The tank, we were expecting him to mess up, but we said that we were going to help him through these harder pools. So after this key, I just called it for that night and continued on in the next stream with a good attitude. I was not going to carry over this negativity into my future keys. And I think it showed in the healing. Something's telling me we're going to lose some people here, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop healing. Stream totem. Oh, I didn't want it to be me. Not me. Ooh. Ooh, that was some quick thinking there. To kick the cast and then stun the other one. Hey, a chest piece. A hero. No, it's not hero, it's champion. We'll take it though. We'll take it. What I need to do is I need to get a whiteboard and do the whole like whiteboard thing, like you subscribe or write your name. Have like a hot tub. I don't know. We're still evolving as a streamer. Maybe one day we'll work toward a hot tub. But for now, I think whiteboard's on there. It's super corny, okay? LV Ninja hot tub, let's go. Hey, look, if y'all are into it, I'll get a blow up kiddie pool. No, I would probably never do that. The operator being probably here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and drop Cloudburst because I'm pretty sure our tank is gonna pull it over soon. Call me crazy. But I would think, yeah, here we go. That Cloudburst just smacked. Nice, dude. This is so satisfying. Shaman's a dope class. I think people that play Shaman are cool people too. As you can see, we're absolutely pumping this key. I knew it just took a good group to get this key done. However, after the key, I asked my chat what were some notable points that they wanted included in the video, and of course, the only moment that any of them remembered was this. The die, Soulstone, die, B-Res was my favorite. Oh, tactic, come on. Be on my side. It's like literally, YouTubers hire script writers. Like, yeah, even, oh shoot, I pulled, didn't I? Dang, I'm doing this. I'm pressing this button. I shouldn't have pressed the button. That is my bad. I butt pulled. Watching it back, I do see that the evoker was the one that butt pulled, and I died for it, of course. But this moment kind of led to a good discussion with my chat about where I am in my YouTube journey. Dude, you pump out videos. I'm telling you, I'm trying. If at the end of the day, in like a few months from now, if I do have to quit and say like, look, guys, I can't do it anymore. I have to get a real job. If that does happen, I've always said, I don't want to look back and say I could have tried harder. So I'm glad you see that I'm pumping out videos because I'm cranking out some videos. I'm really doing it, and I'm trying to stream too. So it's like I am putting my entire day into this, and I hope it shows. I really do hope that it shows all the effort that I'm putting into this series and my recent videos lately, and I appreciate each and every single one of you for clicking on my videos and giving them a shot. And I'm excited about looking forward on this journey and seeing where we can go. Now, speaking of looking forward, we move on to our penultimate healer for the week, Evoker. And yes, that was a pun about how this class plays, but once again, speaking of looking forward, this group did not understand what a frontal was, as you're seeing on the screen right now. But it led to this funny moment where, of course, the warrior DPS thought he was a Giga Chad. What did the warrior do? I don't know if our tank knows this is a frontal. Oh no, this guy's leaving. The warrior said, I'm ripping aggro, that's why I keep dying. No, it wasn't your fault. It was the frontal. No, look it up. It's a tank damage, buddy. It's a frontal that the tank aimed at you. LOL. Calm down. You weren't ripping aggro, trust me. Oh goodness, dude. DPS players. There they go. But we move on to Everbloom, and guys, my least favorite part about Evoker so far has been how everyone has to stand in front of you in order to heal them. But watch how I deal with this. I find this kind of funny. I'm treating these guys like NPCs, trying to shepherd them into the right spot. Maybe if I can just like do my baits to a point where it'll bait them into being in front of me. If I just slowly close them in, maybe that's the play. It's like, wow.
3, 2, 1.
No, you went the wrong way.
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna keep this one boxed in. Look, I'm treating them like pets. Dude, please. I literally cannot heal you guys like that. Maybe if I'm in here.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, screw this guy. If he doesn't get healing, he's dead. But I'll let him do the bait since he's so adamant. I'm pretty sure I'm... Oh, we can't lust. We can't lust for a minute. Okay, so now it's going to be the bait. Yeah, so I was like, I'll take the bait, or I'll be the bait. Next up is Void and Fire. So, we're literally just going to AFK a bit. Oh, he pulled. Oh no. We gotta stun him. Don't get stunned. Oh, don't get stunned. Nice. That'd be good. Ooh, a hero track. Ooh, baby. Yes, sir. Okay, I take back everything I said about the hunters. But yeah, definitely. The only reason why I was like holding flourish was because I knew it was like Yeah, we made quick work of that Everbloom, and as you can see, we move over to the Druid, and guys, I was not focused. This was at the end of a very long stream, but after we wiped a few times due to me not being ready, I listened to chat finally, and they were giving me some very helpful tips, kind of like how you guys have been in the comments. I've basically learned how to play some of these specs from you guys. So we give this pool another go using the tips that I got from chat, and it goes pretty well. But also, I'm not pre-applying dot or hots before I go into pools, which is a bad habit. But here we go, we'll do it. Treant number 2. Hey, you were right. Oh my goodness. That's sick. Okay, treant number 3. Die for the cause. Honestly, just gonna drop all the Grove Guardians. Very clean. Now we're going to close out the week on the Paladin, and guys, if you stuck around to this point in the video, you are in for a treat. This was easily my favorite part of the week. It says, hey, your mastery also works off your beacon, so if you put it on a ranged player, you'll heal them with full mastery, basically. Why am I not healing anything? I'm sitting here laughing because oh my god. For a thumbnail, oh my god. Hold on. Guys, for a thumbnail, I had to put an emote as my 1 button, and I forgot to change it coming into this, so I just was sitting there spamming laugh. But that, like, for my thumbnails, I've been getting on one of my alts and doing like a random emote. Oh my god, I'm like, why am I not hitting? I was like, why am I not gaining holy power? And then I just looked down, you cackle maniacally at Ghost Protector. Oh, that's so good. That's so funny. That made me laugh out loud. I was like, what is going on here? But no, so yeah, what I've been doing for my last few thumbnails is I'll like pick an alt since I'm playing like all my characters, and you can probably go look and basically I have my monk sitting down on the left because like it's on the sideline just watching my other characters. And then my alts I'll put on like the top. But yeah, I'll have one of my alts posing basically for the thumbnail. And but the reason why I have to hotkey an emote is because I have to press Alt Z like to turn off all my UI like this. And then it only works if you hotkey it. So if you type /laugh or something, that doesn't work. You have to like actually hit a macro with it. Wee woo, fun police again. Guys, we were having way too much fun in this key, and of course this rogue just was getting a little pissy. And it started when we all had aggro on these spiders, because I don't know what our tank did. He just like charged up, he didn't grab aggro, but we all had aggro, we all had the dot, and I got flamed by the rogue because apparently I wasn't dispelling. Even though I don't have a massive spell, I dispelled one person, the rest of us died, then that person quickly followed suit. But fast forward in the dungeon, we're absolutely pumping. I mean, watch these pools, they're all going, you know, kind of well. Here and there, you'll lose someone from someone like standing in a frontal, myself included. But there aren't any real casts going off. Nothing really bad is happening other than just, you know, sloppy play. But it's to be expected in a pug group. But then we make it up here to these fell frenzy dudes, and our tank once again chatted through this hallway. Good for him. Honestly, it's a pug group. YOLO. Am I right? It's okay if you wipe. Just, you know, get back up on that horse, literally, because we're paladins, and go again. But this rogue, just, he could not stand it that these fell frenzies went off. Instead of just wiping and coming back, clearing the rest of this dungeon, the little bit that we have left, this guy once again pitches a fit and leaves, and it's so annoying because this was going to be our last key of the week. I had such a long week. I knew I had all this editing to do ahead of time, so I don't know, I was really hoping this would be the end of it, but no, we have to sit through one more key. Now, luckily in this next key, things go very well. And as you guys watch what I thought was a crazy good pool of the Horde vs Alliance boss, we can go ahead and close out this video. But guys, just look at the HPS meters. I really feel like I'm getting the hang of some of these alt healers more so than I thought I would by this point in the series. And I'm excited for next week and the following weeks moving forward, because I really think I'm ready to kind of push my limits and push my IO beyond what it is now. Instead of just, you know, cruising for as high of a vault key that we can do each week, I think we can really start hunting IO. So starting next week, you're going to see me looking for specific dungeons that we just don't have a high, you know, kill on yet. For like Tyrannical or Fortified, we're going to hunt those lower end dungeons, and really you're going to start to see our IO numbers move. Also, another thing to look forward to next week is you guys have been overwhelmingly in support of me crafting gear. You think that it is an integral part to the end game, and I am just shorting myself by not crafting. So, you know what? I'll do that. Any of my alts that have enough crests to craft some end game gear, I'm going to do that just to speed it up because, once again, this is really a race versus the clock. I believe that I have the skill to get to 3K on all these alts. You have to have confidence, and I am telling myself, affirming myself that I can do it. It's just time. We just have to beat the clock. And I think we can do that if we craft some gear. So, with the end of that key, we wrap up another great week of progress. Honestly, I'm very happy with where I am in terms of how comfortable I'm getting on each of these healers, and also the progress we've made with our item level and with our IO on each of these characters. Now, I'll flash it on screen. What you guys are seeing is our progress as of last week, and then I'll transition into this week. And you see those bars actually made some pretty big jumps, especially on Resto Shaman and a little bit on Disc Priest. But that Resto Shaman started off way behind the pack and is now clearly caught up. Part of that is because I'm enjoying it a ton, but I've been focusing on it. When I only had time to do 4 keys on 2 characters this week, I chose Discipline Priest because we have to blitz that class or that spec to 3K so that we can come back and do Holy Priest. And then I chose Resto Shaman because, like I said, it was further behind the other healers, and I really don't want it to fall even further behind. So all in all, another great week of progress. But guys, thank you so much to all of you who have come out and hung out with me on stream. It has been honestly the most rewarding experience and most fun experience I've made. I really do feel like I'm making friends on my stream. And I know that's kind of like lame and cliche, but I'm serious. You guys are amazing. Y'all really are making this an enjoyable experience. So thank you so much. And also, thank you to my Patreons. Yes, the patrons on the screen are those who are keeping this channel alive. I cannot stress it enough. I would not be able to make YouTube videos or still be here if it weren't for these guys. So please consider checking out that Patreon link down in the description below and join these guys on the screen in helping this channel grow and continue to be a thing. Thank you once again. But guys, thank you so much for watching this series and supporting it. Once again, the ways that you can support this series are doing all the sellout stuff like liking, commenting what you thought of your favorite part, or subscribing to the channel so you don't miss the next upload or next episode of the series. But also feel free to share this series with your healers in your guild or just some of your guild members. They might enjoy it, especially if you know they watch some WoW content. I would really appreciate it, and so would this series. It would help it grow. But guys, thank you so much. I'm excited for this growth, and I'm excited to continue this journey with you guys on Twitch and here on YouTube. Thank you so much for all the support. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care.